Yeah, so how hopeful are you that, given your performance against Ukraine, of a starting 11 place?
I think that whole Ukraine game was every single player was very good in a Welsh shirt. But for me, all of us here, we're in good form. That number 1 shirt is up for grabs. So at the end of the day, it's a healthy decision. It's a good decision to have, obviously from the manager's point of view. And yeah, we'll see.
Adam, how competitive is it between the three of you? Or, I mean, obviously it's a professional competitive environment, but you all want that spot, don't you?
Yeah, of course, yeah. There's a competitive edge to all of us. That's why we're in this job. But yeah, it's exciting times. We're all out on the training pitch, working hard, and looking forward to that game on Monday.
I'm not sure if Adam's mic was on there. IG, was it? Or? Yeah, it is. Oh, it is. Sorry,
yeah.
It was just a bit quiet, that's all. Danny, your form at Leicester has been fantastic over the last, 5-6 games. It's coincided with Leicester's upturn in fortune. What do you put that down to specifically?
I think it's more just a confidence thing, to be honest. It was, we had a tough sort of transfer market, which everyone seemed to be talking about in the media, and sometimes that was difficult to deal with within the changing room. But we knew all the way along. We looked through the squad of players that we had, the characters as well as the quality that they can put on the pitch. We knew it'd be a matter of time if we can build up them confidence levels that we'll be back to the standard that we've set in previous years, and thankfully we've gone some way to getting back there.
Tony, how much of an influence do you have of the decision who plays? Clearly it's Robert Page's call first and foremost, but I'd imagine you have a major input.
Yeah, we'll sit down as a staff and obviously go through the situation, obviously of picking the team off the USA. So yeah, we'll have an input, but it's not just myself. It'll be obviously all the staff members will be having a chat about it. So
yeah, of course, you were an understudy to one of the greatest of all time in Neville Southall, so you know what it's like to miss out on that number 1 spot and how hard that can be.
Yeah, Nev was obviously at the time one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and so I've carried his bags all over the place for 6 years, and I know what it's like to fight every training session, every camp that we meet up, but just got to keep on going and work hard, and that's what these boys do. Every camp that they turn up to, can't fault them. They're all different individuals, and they've all got high standards, which they like to say in training. They go through every session.
Just a final one to Wayne. I know you say it's up for grabs, but do you feel you're in that you're in the main frame to get that position, given that you have started the games leading up to
No, not really. Like I said, I haven't been playing much at the moment. Obviously, I had the One Cup game on Wednesday previously, so yeah, it's up for grabs. I was saying the 2 guys next to me here, training really well, looking really sharp, so yeah, it's a big decision.
Gentlemen, thanks very much.
Okay, any more questions from the... Yeah, Howell. Rob to Howell, thanks.
Well done, Rob.
Wayne, if we start with you, delayed training yesterday to avoid the heat, did that help, and how are you all coping with the heat?
Yeah, it helps. Obviously, our first game's obviously late at night as well, so yeah, definitely. Obviously, walking in here now, obviously you can see that the heat it's quite powerful. So obviously to delay training as long as possible is really good for us, obviously for the outfielders, more for the goalkeepers, but yeah, I think it's a good decision.
That second game will be at 1 p.m. though. Do you think by then you'll have acclimatised?
Well, fingers crossed.
Also, fans have just been told that there won't be beer at the grounds. Doesn't impact you directly. Do you think it'll impact the atmosphere?
I hope not. Obviously, we all love a good atmosphere, and with the Wales fans there, obviously they're supporting us, our 12th man. So I'm hopefully it won't distract them in any way.
Jeff?
Any more from the broadcasters? Yeah, Phil Blanche. Yeah.
Question for Wayne, and then maybe Danny. Just wonder how much sort of use you've had of the World Cup ball, how much experience you've had of that, and how you found it, because apparently some tests said it can surprise goalkeepers on occasions.
Well, we've had it now for our last few training sessions. Obviously, they keep changing the patterns, obviously the colours. So for us, it's obviously getting to see it, getting to training with it as much as possible. And yeah, that's probably the best answer I can give you on that.
It's football, isn't it? Like, you still got to do the same job. You've still got to get behind it. To us, I understand where the question would be in terms of, does it move differently, and you know, it might be lighter than other balls that we've used previously, but the job's still the same. You know, we'll do our workout on the grass and try and get used to it, but essentially it doesn't matter which ball it is, you've still got to do your job and try and keep it out the back of the net.
Okay, yeah, gentleman here, just.
Yeah, one for Danny if I can. Obviously you faced them both in the league, but you're going to be facing Kane and Pulisic during the group. How much does training with someone like Gareth Bale, day in, day out, during the camp, help you prepare for that?
Yeah, I mean, Gaz has got, you know, unbelievable quality, which we've seen for years and years. Spent a lot of time facing shots from him on the pitch when we've been away down at the Vale and stuff with Wales. It can only sort of help, I guess. But again, similar to the last sort of answer, it doesn't matter who it is who's taking a shot. You know, anyone's got the capability of hitting him in the top corner or in the top of the stand. You've just got to be ready to try and make a save.
And what have you made of the World Cup experience so far, just being here in, you know, different place?
Oh, I think it's for us all to say, you know, we're loving it. It's what we've wanted for so long. Obviously, we've had some amazing trips in the times previously with the Euros and amazing memories, and we're looking to do the same out here in Qatar.
Just on the right hand side here, please. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. Alejandro Munivar, Colombia. Coach, what are the sensations, the first sensations you have after some days here in Doha? What are the feelings, the sense you have of the country and how this can affect your team in the first match against USA?
Yeah, obviously there's the conditions, the heat. Came here the other day as a staff, and obviously seen the facility, the pitches are the same, like I say, the balls are the same, as Danny said. So basically it's just getting used to the heat. I mean, we put, like I say, the other day we put back training, so because we felt it was too hot for the first time, but we came here yesterday, today we're going to train obviously the same time, but as in, it's just we're taking it just as normal and like trying to just get used to this heat.